Yep. At any rate, on to our next one. We're probably not going to dwell too long on that one because it's an
A shorter
EP.
project. Yeah.
Yeah, it's an EP, a 7-track project.
And a few
Um,
records been out.
Pretty fresh. The name of the EP is Higher Place. This artist, of connections, long, deep-rooted connections in the industry because he's from the legendary reggae family, the Marley family. The artist who I'm talking
Big
about,
man.
The Marley tribe.
right, is
Them are go
Skip,
tired. They see me
Skip,
face.
Skip Marley. So for those who don't know, Skip Marley, him have a recent track which is huge, huge, called Slow Down. You see me? So maybe that can give some context
With her.
feeling. Yeah.
Yes, it's there, Jamaica. What going on with that?
I mean, see the thing when you build relationships in my youth and people
Another
connect.
thing what we talk about.
Yeah, when you build relationships, people feel more comfortable in getting familiar with their surroundings. And the reason for that is, sometimes people look up to you. There's like they're saying basically, yo, a person you have a beautiful mind, a beautiful vibe. More want to get more into the person, more understand where the person come from.
Share my culture with you. Yeah.
Exactly, sir. In order for that happen, sometimes, people have to travel to your country to connect with your food. Them always tell me all the food at Jamaica unmatched, world renowned, whatever. More than Jamaica, see if I true matter. Yo, I can tell you, all of people may tell this. Right? And when I bring them to Jamaica, notable, I bring one of my family members to Jamaica when never touch the soil for a Yankee. Bring her go eat some jerk chicken from the corner, Manningsville, and Whitehall Avenue.
Whitehall Avenue. Woo!
Yo.
Man, they're from a stamping ground.
My youth. You hear me I tell you, say, Oliver, it never spicy or nothing, but guess what? The texture was so smooth. Hey, we should have make see this time, but
yo,
just
bring
give you
girl
an example.
Bring a girl go at the same exact space. And she was like, yo, that jerk chicken,
yeah.
That take life.
You see me?
So, I know she ain't go up there and just act like saying come from Mobile. I don't know nothing more up there. So. But me here saying you used to up there. Yeah, I know you used to up there.
Yeah. So yeah, I want to feel about this album. It named Higher Place. The title track is actually the name of the album, Higher Place. And the title track, I guess a sample of a Bob Marley interview or whatever. I want to feel overall about this body of work.
I mean, sonically very good overall as far as the sound, the vibe from it. It have more of a love theme, in my opinion. Like more of a, like a romantic kind of vibe. You know what I mean?
Keep in love.
Yeah. And so I enjoyed it. One of my favorite song on it is definitely the one with Junior Gang. Tell me that's not true. We're really talking about some real issues in the culture and just in general. I know, but Junior Gang usual preachings is very relevant. You know what I mean?
Yeah, see it there.
So and I always enjoy his point of view and his storytelling and what he's talking about. But sonically, very good. And with the people around him, that is definitely going to be a guarantee. You know what I mean? And growing up in the music, very talented.
So you say I'm very talented and it's a guarantee.
As far as the production.
No, I be devil's advocate because we have this thing in our culture sometimes where people like to say, the Marley them get a pass. No, I chew them a Marley.
No, not
we hear that.
Yeah, we hear that. But for me, because I'm a person who's genuinely interested in music and art, right?
Right.
And I'm not going to say, oh, you're the best thing because you're a Marley, because in my opinion, there are Marleys who are not chatting. You get what I'm saying? But it is a fact that it was almost like a rule, an inside rule, where once you're born and you can use your fingers, you're playing an instrument.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And I think that was very valuable to their upbringing in the music, the family business, as far as that part goes.
So when we touch upon a local way, I don't mean for cut your shame. You see, I want to touch upon a local way Oliver said. But in reference to the Marley, I'm not gonna lie. You see, I can't see it here, so. You see, because the advantage of being a Marley.
No, it's true. There definitely is.
Yeah, I can pick it up on this. First of all, the production. Yo, he had access to like maybe, me don't know this for certain, but based off of what I hear, really good studios. Definitely. The production, clarity, everything, it just, like the mastering of this whole thing is just through the roof. You see me? Not only that, you have the advantage of who can say them
ears.
Not only that, but who can say them can get a Bob Marley clip from an interview
Bob Marley and the Wailers
to lead out your album, title of the album. Not only that, again, I'm going to show you the next advantage. I told that I just show you in my youth. The man have even the Bob Marley sound. The man sound like Bob, bro. That same
look like him.
The same sound that everybody I try to imitate. Yes, right?
So for me, when people say that, I always feel like, so what's wrong with that?
Nothing wrong with it.
That's why Bob do him do, right?
Definitely.
Who are we strive for that? If you not strive for that, to me, then what kind of man you is? And to me, Bob Marley are the ultimate.
Hold on there, Oliver. Explain because you say people are strive for that. What's that?
Strive for legacy.
Building that kind of foundation, and legacy, because, me don't want to get preachy, because, we're not necessarily religious, right? We're very spiritual. And, it is said that a good man leaves an inheritance for his children.
Right.
But a great man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. You see me? And that is what Bob Marley did.
Yeah, boy,
you get me? And when Bob Marley say, in an interview, they ask him, say, so, you think, are you rich? And he said, rich? What do you mean, rich? And you say, like, how about money and things? I say, I'm not rich in things. I'm rich in life forever. You get what I'm saying? And that for me was, it just touch a card when he said that, because it's just immortality at this point, and really, based on what you said, people can't just say that every time somebody's doing good, because granted, there are other Marleys out there who are not doing as well as a Junior Gang or as well as a Skip Marley. So it would be unfair to say, oh, it's because of this or that. You know what I'm saying? Because some of them are more talented than others.
I just feel like, I forget to say, but when people say that, I just feel like there's a smidgen of
no, it's
envy,
a lot. It's no, not a smidgen. It's a big old mountain of it. No matter what feet off.
So, what me that said before was, Bob Marley did what if all of us should be looking forward to do, right? What is a man if he can't leave in inheritance for his kids or pave the way already? And this man then, if you want to call it, say, it's like him run the track 100 times already. Him do 100 laps ahead of everybody just for him own bloodline, right? That's why he did it. Nobody's giving them this. It's because of him.
Mm-hmm.
So what is he supposed to do? We're supposed to act like he wasn't here and he didn't do this. So one thing I always used to think, and whether people might think I just said this to say, I used to say to myself, I think as I remember a person, I said to them, so I think as far as my grand pick me them and feed them pick me. And them said to myself, where I talk for? I said, that's how far me I think in my head sometime. 2090. Right? Because I always envision say, I won't be here, obviously, and aware, maybe not aware, I don't know. None of us know. But I've always said, even though I'm not there, me would love for my legacy to be my great grand pitney them or my grand can look for my picture, whether it's in them living room or in them album or upon them phone nowadays. Then I want to say, yo, me see what the hombre did that try do.
Yeah.
There's a man me see why him that try. But me say that for say we as a culture to come here try to give little tidbits here and there. I have to start think on them level there.
Yeah.
What we are do for not just we, but what we are do for the next generation. Because if every generation come and uncle think about themselves, you'll be in the same spot. Imagine if Bob Marley did uncle think about Bob Marley. He died at 36 and he accomplished all of this so that his kids can come reap the benefit. So anybody who want mad at him for that, or mad at him picking them, and them fair reap it. Who else but them? And just one last thing, Randy. The notion say the other Marleys, to me personally, they are all the ones that do music, they are talented in their own way. Some are more talented, maybe you like Damien more than you like Julian style. But I've listened to all of them work. Even Kimani, they've all given you at least a few strong records. Even Ziggy, where people might say them not really as reggae, no connect with him currently. Nothing against Ziggy, but even after, because that beach in Hawaii, I love that record.
Yeah.
On the beach in Hawaii, you know that one there? I love is my religion. That to me, them song they bad, even though people don't pay attention to him.
Yeah, them timeless like tomorrow people. You know?
So I said that to say them talented, and when people say that, I'm like, that's not true. Because the quality of what them put out.
Them know what they're doing, and that's what I'm saying. Because like we said, as soon as they can move them fingers, you know, and you know, them tell you they have to play an instrument or multiple instruments. It is not an option. You have to. You know what I mean? And that
even Bam Marley, Ziggy first son. Some people probably don't know about him. Go look up Bambata Marley or Bam Marley. The youth is talented, but for whatever reason, I don't know. He had an album out the other day and then it just got taken off Tidal. I don't know what happened. I can't find it anywhere. I can't find it on YouTube even. He seems to be somewhat of a recluse or a perfectionist. I don't know. But I like his stuff too.
Yeah, there are a lot of them out there doing good work.
Yeah, the thing is, Bob Marley gone, and what you think legend mean? Man gone, but him legend lives on. You see me?
Legacy.
And this is evident. This is evident. So people just think about it like this. Because I think about it like this. Many people might not think about it like this. So, for instance, my grandfather might have set a legacy. See? And there are people that we know my grandfather probably still alive. Sometime when them say, oh, I guess me function, they must say, yo, come like the man in the flesh. See him name, see him last name, see him blood run through a vein. Just like what you mentioned, Oliver, Skip have a resemblance of Bob. Most of them have a resemblance of Bob. So when you hear a man say, yo, some people believe in reincarnation. Yo, brother, I basically your genes basically live on that. You just keep on rolling down the road. I believe that.
I believe that.
I believe that. So you see, if you plant the right seeds, you know, and you leave fertile soil enough for the seeds grow, I feel like you will live on forever. You see? As long as the person where follow you come and try to build upon where you build.
Yeah.
You dig? And that me feel right now the legend of Bob Marley. You know, so you want, so we are say something right now. You always have people with some negatives. We know that because them choose to remember the negatives. Oh, Bob this, Bob that, Ray. At the end of the day, brother, man leave a legacy for him many kids, many children, or him offsprings, what have you. And trust me, it evident in how them sound, it evident in how them look, how them carry themselves, you know, and just greatness overall. They all believe they're great.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I haven't seen one where I feel like them self-esteem in the pits. I haven't. Even the one were introverted, something when them deliver in them art, the music is like you're like, oh snap. Not many people can do that.
Mm-hmm.
You get where I come from? So yeah, the another particular track of this album that stood out to me, never exactly say everything, but me just say to say now, there's a track on the album on this EP called Fear.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can remember that one there. But I'm gonna tell you what kind of vibe and the reason why I'm tell you say sonically, he had the advantage of being a Marley. This almost sounded to me like the lead single of a soundtrack, of a movie. Fear. Just the sound. I'm like, wow. I know what that even didn't mention the Rick Ross tune, but the Rick Ross Annie Lennox tune, Ari Lennox tune.
Yeah.
You see me? But to me, I just felt like this sounded like a soundtrack song.
I could see a lot of his stuff there. And I've heard there wasn't Lion in a commercial.
Lions when the
I think we heard it in
2 years ago.
And another, you notice another thing with this record as well. Another rapper on the record.
Yep.
Rick Ross. We never expect that.
So we have Popcorn, Skip, Protege. Whether it's the label or they're, well, you might have heard too. They're reaching out.
Mm-hmm. No, but you see, the first track that I heard with Skip Marley was the feature with Katy Perry.
Yes. And she wanted to work with him.
And she reached out to him.
Yeah.
And I didn't even know who Skip Marley was at that time. You get what I'm saying? And she reached out to him. And, you know, so obviously he's been doing good work. And, you know, people knew about him and knew what he could do. You know what I mean?
His first record I heard was Cry to Me. And when I heard that record in 2014 maybe, but a while.
So, yeah, a couple years ago.
And he was young. And I remember going, yo, this kid is going somewhere.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, the Marley legacy intact, yo. Because after Damien, there is also another one coming. And I won't be surprised if Damien Lucasson go into music as well.
No, but he already performed.
The energy that kid have is almost like magnetic. So I don't know what to say about Bob Marley has some exceptional genes. Or him do so much good in a life that him kids them are gonna forever benefit. You know what I mean? And him great, this, that. It's almost like he might come back over and over again. So when him tell us that them tired for seeing face.
Yeah, man.
Dead serious, bro.
Yeah, I'm also say like the title track taking us to a higher place, and that's exactly what we're talking about. This whole thing taking us to a higher place because again, 7 tracks, and if you listen to them is the reason why I like it, period. I mean, people probably say, yo, them money like everything. Them not gonna hear them much with them not.
No, if they watch all of the reviews, them know that's the truth.
Right.
Them cuss.
Yeah. Music with a message, yo, that away. I like, but
Well, you have some music what have message and we say it name. So
Yeah,
we
still
now have a bring up
push.
but what, like music where I have message, what kind of message them have? Is it a message of taking us to a higher place, upliftment? What kind of message?
But you can't have message, be positive, Don't mean that it necessarily mean the songs come together well.
No, I'm not saying.
And some people vex with you for that.
And sometimes the message.
It sounds like you're referring
congruent. Sometimes the message not congruent to what you with the truth that you're living.
Yo.
Right.
Oliver, you actually it sound like when I talk about something specific still. I get it.
We bring it up because we did catch a lot of flack, relatively speaking, for certain reviews. I'm not pinpoint no one review, just in general, like, yo, the artists have said positive. If that's the only thing, then everybody just can make positive records. That don't mean it's gonna be good.
Yeah. Ultimately, if your music lack musicality, seeing if you understand what I'm saying, it not have a good music feeling, vibe. Yeah, if it not have that.
Now harmonies and rhythms and all of that have to come together.
Yeah, if you not have that, it's gonna be trash because, like we mentioned the other day, them have some songs where just ABC, like some simple rhymes.
Yeah,
and just because maybe the undercurrent or maybe the instrumental and everything, that alone bring it together. Otherwise, trash.
Yeah, because so I don't even remember who it was that made the post about all of these eloquent verses and metaphors and all of that stuff doesn't make hits or whatever. Simple. Yeah. Like that's not always true because a lot of simple and I think that is what some of these artists got messed up in the head. Yeah. They think, I just need to find something catchy and repeat it 12 times and say whatever and that's it. No. That don't always work. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Not everybody's a Bob Marley.
The No Love record that was previously released, I like that one too a lot.
Okay.
It didn't catch a lot of, but I like it. But like you said, Shane, the Damian Marley track, the Her track, standout tracks, big records. So
the Her was a smash.
Do you think it's gonna be in the running for the Grammy?
So I implore everybody to go listen to this again because just listen it and I try to put yourself like when I say listen, sometimes I gotta tell you something I realize about music nowadays. Music is either made to be listened loud or in a headset or something where you can pay the utmost attention to what's happening or how it sound. Because I can tell you this, so some of them, well maybe not this, but some music when you listen to, if you listen to it and you're not paying attention to it, it just float by as if you're not even listening to anything. So I'm say listen in the headset or play it in your car when you drive. Maybe you alone or something. Maybe you travel on the train and you have a headset or something. You see me? But these two albums that we've just brought up, right? Higher Place by Skip Marley and In Search of Last Time by Protege. Excellent bodies of work. You see me? Oliver, I know you there say something. And
no man, I'm good.
Yeah, you probably want to continue based off of that. But yeah, we kind of bring it all together. Shane, I have nothing further to say. I think that's it. I think we touched on everything.
Yeah, man. So definitely go check out Protege's album.
And keep
In
playing
Search of
them.
Last Time. Go check out Skip Marley's album in a higher place.
Either purchase or stream, and don't just stream it this week. Keep streaming while you cook, wash, do whatever you're doing.
Hold up before we go, because you just mentioned stream. You see how things work? How things work. So let me give you a local context. I'll ever mention streaming. And some people listen music through YouTube. Sometimes that's not always the best way because with YouTube, you might not get access to the quickest access. As far as, say, for instance, if an album release, if they not release it straight to YouTube,
Right.
you might not get access.
I mean,
Right?
that's good now.
Right. So streaming now, people. I don't know how much people have access to streaming, but if you are a fan of music, period, worldwide, whatever genre, no, it might be expensive for some, but
Yeah, well,
but support streaming, support
Worth it.
streaming, and the reason why I say support streaming are the way. People not necessarily own tracks or whatever nowadays, but if you
yes.
support streaming, you have access to a wide catalog of music from all over the world, all
And,
type of genres, you know,
and
and
is Spotify free? There's some
to a certain extent.
certain extent. So people, even in a Jamaica, download Spotify on your phone. Right?
You have Spotify, you have Pandora.
Play it. We need to get into the culture like here. So another reason just to say why hip hop also does better. They have more people, obviously. But music is a part of their culture. Like if you're in the car, them just Bluetooth it to them car. You're on the train, headphone, music a stream. They're home, they stream it to them what you call it there, speaker. Jamaicans, Caribbean people, the diaspora, get into streaming. Stream the music like Randy said. Most of them are what? If you have to pay a $9.99, you're spending more money on other stuff. Don't let the music keep going down. Pay the $9.99 and you have all the music you want. You don't have to just listen to reggae. But stream and play the artist then.
Yeah, if you're a student and you can prove say you're a student, by maybe an email or whatever, you might maybe have a .edu email and it show up when you can probably get Apple Music for a cheaper price than the $9.99.
Yes.
I think either $4.99 or something like that. Tidal, I'm not sure how it works with Tidal, but it benefits whomever, if it was stream. So for instance, you can create your own playlist. Your say for instance again, you have company over. You just you look a playlist and you pay it for your people them rather than me not tell you to go around a DJ because there's no replacement for a DJ. A good DJ actually. But if you are into music and you want always be
in the current
with what's in the current exactly, I think you should get into streaming.
And I don't know what's the situation, but we've mentioned this before. I don't know in Jamaica, right? But the artists them maybe Digicel, whoever,
Or Flow.
then Flow, they need to try to do some kind of bundle, right? Where maybe you can get it through your internet package. If people can try, I don't know. I'm just
that sounds like a great idea,
Reach out to Tidal.
Like them pay monthly.
Apple, yeah.
Yeah, that would be a really.
Just bundle it, or maybe when you get your chip, then buy. They buy when you buy a Jamaica data. Maybe it comes with the data. You see what I'm saying? That would help the culture.
Boy,
so
Oliver,
maybe the
boy, you're innovative, star. That.
No, but maybe the reggae people them at Jamaica need to advocate for this and discuss this with Flow. Maybe even if not after the day.
This before, like trying to brainstorm how can it be done, like
maybe it can even be the liquor company. It's not necessarily have to be a phone company, right? There may be other ways to get the music out there to people.
Yeah.
As a bundle package.
Ultimately, somebody would need for make a connection with Apple Music or one of the streaming services to get this through still, But some can see the bigger companies probably getting it done, you know.
I mean, we
Especially,
could. I always said we could reach out. The problem is we might not have the
influence.
right at this
upload the
point.
influence, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And not just Jamaica, but like the Caribbean.
It would be profitable to Apple and Tidal.
Right, but see, these companies don't necessarily want to associate themselves with certain companies if the companies might not represent them to a certain extent. So you have to be a reputable company. I would believe. Like maybe Apple not gonna tie themselves or them streaming to a liquor store or not liquor store or liquor. You know, maybe they would do it with a internet service provider.
Right.
You know, but yeah, I don't see them doing it with you know, or maybe certain people promote certain things. But I think
Well, they have do say. I mean, that's all Jay-Z, but he probably won't do another liquor because that's
no. But the reason why he was able to do that is because he won. When you own everything, you know, you own Tidal. You see me?
right.
You own the liquor company, you can do whatever you choose. You control the marketing behind that. So
Right.
you don't have no worry there. You know?
Yeah, but we
But
need
that,
to get. But that's the thing. We need to get more streaming in our community.
yeah, and the reason why we need more streaming is that would definitely help
we're
with
behind.
with our reggae and dancehall sales and streams and all of that, because a lot of the music right now is artists benefiting from streams.
I know it's easier right now, and it's still the case and cheaper in Jamaica. But try to transition from the CD then, because a problem to the CD them a bootleg thing the man them I use. The artists them, yeah, because CD at Jamaica, come on, we all been at Jamaica. Somebody not really roll with the real CD. You can't bootleg streaming.
Yeah.
It's what I said. So just pay for the streaming.
Yeah,
and bus driver them or whoever and get the thing right, the taxi driver them.
And just for try to, a man can get a trial period on streaming.
But they might figure what the benefit to them to spend $10 to stream. That's what I'm saying. But maybe they can do it. There's many ways. Them can probably the taxi man them can say, all right, I have Tidal stream, I have Apple. So if you want to put on the Apple while you're in the car, you have to put an extra thing on the bus ride or the taxi ride.
Good hustle. One another particular reason why Mr. Streaming, I give an example. Like the artist Nas just recently released an album. Oliver Bina tell me about it, but I think at the time when he tell me about it in the beginning, I couldn't find it on YouTube. You see me?
Okay.
So that it kind of convinced me to say, oh, you know what? Apple Music again. You understand? Because I've been hearing so much great things about this album.
It's another genre but excellent album. And
yeah.
I'm a Nas fan, big Nas fan. Buju mentioned Nas actually in his interview with 105.1 that this is an artist for people. He must say a lot of positive things. And it's a lot of mature music. For the more, maybe the younger kids, they have records there, kind of have some young rappers. But if you're a mature or over 25 or 30, yeah, this will connect with you.
Yo, don't count what the young people them too, you know. Even though them think them tend to listen to a whole heap of trap still, you know.
No man, but he have some trap sounding beat, I guess, some more modern beat on this one. Hit Boy doing thing. I have much respect for him. You know, but that's a whole nother thing.
Yeah, I didn't read people. Thanks again. This is the Reggaecy, where we endeavor to preserve the legacy of reggae and dancehall music. Yeah. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Yeah. Until next time, you have Oliver, you have Shane, and you have Randy. Bless up yourself.
Yep.
Yeah.